Hello, how you doing, Mike Bradley? Hope you're doing well as always. So, I want to talk about some sexy chords and jazzy kind of sounding chords. Open chords. You can use all these big words to kind of spice things up a little bit. Spicy chords. but yeah, I'm going to take our simple chords because I think chords are very, very, very important. So much more important than how fast you can play. And if you get an understanding of chords and how the intervals work, when you apply that to your lead playing, you can sound a beautiful player. You really can. So I'm going to take 4 chords and spruce them up a little bit. So I'm going to take a G chord, I'm going to take a C chord, an F chord, and now I could go to a B flat. That harmonically works, so I'm going to substitute it for an E. Okay, so we're going to do a G, a C, an F, and an E. And then back to the G. Alright? But I'm going to make these sound really cool. So let me zoom in a little bit and so you can see my left hand fingers. And yes, I have a very, very, very nice 1959 replica Gibson Les Paul in my hand. Well, it's not a Gibson. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, you might do a G chord like so. I do it like that. Well, I do both, but predominantly I always do that. But what we're going to do, we're going to take our G and we're going to put our favourite finger on the G note, third finger on the D, on the second string, 3rd fret. But now we're going to put our first finger and put it on the A note, which is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Now you can either do just fingers or picking fingers and kind of piano style it, or you can strum it as well. It doesn't matter. And you can take this first finger off. Now this chord, you could look at it like a major 9 kind of chord going on here, and you can take that first finger off, and you've got the G again. Right, I love that. If you're a regular viewer to my videos, I do this a lot in kind of if I'm doing little solo guitar stuff. It's a beautiful kind of lead-in kind of chord. So that's like a major 9 chord. And now we're going to do this chord. Alright, so to play it first, we've got again our favourite finger on the C note, first finger going on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the E. And then we're going to bar on that 2nd fret, so we're on the 3rd, doesn't matter about the 2nd string, but so you're playing the 4th and 3rd strings. 3rd finger on the D, on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and our little finger is going on this B here. Now, played like that with the little finger on, that is a C major 9 chord again. But by taking the little finger off, you've got a C6 9 chord. Alright, it's I won't go into the theory of it, but it's written C and then 6/9. Alright? A C6 9 chord. Great, so in a way there's 2 chords in one there. Major 9, C6 9. Alright, so we've got the G. Alright, now we're going to do this chord. I don't know the name of it. It's a power chord of open strings. F something. So what this is, basically, if you know a power chord, an F power chord, a root and a 5th. I'm using my little finger. You might prefer your 3rd or whatever. First finger on the F, little fingers on the C, and then everything else is open. I love that. And now we're going to do a sus4, an E sus4. So if you get your E chord, I trust you know what an E chord is. 2nd finger on the 5th, 3rd finger underneath, 1st finger there. If you take your 3rd finger off, that is now an E7. And then you're going to put our little finger on this F sharp note on the 4th string, 4th fret. Alright, so we got Now Now, instead of that E sus, we could do a B flat major 7 sus 2 chords. So what this is, I've got a B flat major, obviously, is standard. So the major 7 is barring on the 1st fret on the 5th string, there's your root note. 3rd finger is on the 4th string, 3rd fret. 2nd finger is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Little finger's on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and you're barring on that 1st. That's a major 7, that sounds nice. So, and then that, but just to spruce it up a little bit, take your little finger off, and you got that happening. So harmonically, harmonically it kind of works there. Instead of the B flat, you could do the E7 instead. So if I do first with the B flat, so it makes you sound like you're good, which is of course subjective right there. But like I said, chords are really, really important, and it's good to get away from just a standard open G chord and something like that. Oh, I've lost my sound. Something like that, you know, is just gives it a bit more openness to it. And if I put a bit of tremolo on, there's a bit of tremolo. I don't know how fast it is. That's quite nice. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. Please let me know in the comment section below how you're getting on with it and how you've got on with it. And if you want to, please share the video, and also check out my website, mikebradleymusic.com, and I've got some lessons on there which are not on YouTube and will never be on YouTube. And there's one lesson in particular about the cage system, if you're into that kind of Hendrixy all that kind of playing, you might find actually very useful. Anyway, hope you're very, very well. This is your first video as well. Make sure you subscribe, of course, you know. And I will see you next time. Mike Bradley, signing out.